Okay, well, it started back in my hometown in Baltimore. I was just a little reckless kid, running around doing crazy stuff. When I say crazy stuff, I mean like stuff like robbing people, beating people up, running in churches, shooting people in church. My big brother Kit, we not blood related, but you know how it is when you have that big person, big OG that'll take you in and like take you under their wing. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what it was when Kit had got on the road with Rob. So it was like one of the other dudes from the street. They kicked up and was like, "Yo, Brad Dana too talented." And at that time, I wasn't trying to hit nothing. I was like, "Man, look, it is what it is." So then Kit brought me down when they came in town. At that time, I was dealing with a young lady, but y'all might know it as Reese. Everybody calls her Reese. A lot of folks call her Reeds. But her real name is Elizabeth. Her real name is Latrice Staff. Her real name is Elizabeth. Her real name is Latrice Staff. Her real name is Elizabeth. Her real name is Latrice Staff. That's when, everybody was messing with the hot girls then, because that's what they was known as, the beat down, knock 'em down girls. So they were hot girls. I was young. I ain't kid. I was like, shit, I'm getting my, you know what I mean? So the thing is, but I was getting my dick wet. But I'm gonna keep it 100.
Right.
I was one of the little popular dudes. That was one of the little street dudes. That was, it is what it was. I was on the street and I was in church. And from church, I was hooping on a rival side of Baltimore. So it's like I was doing stuff and breaking barriers and didn't know it, that nobody else was doing. I was the only East Side kid that was accepted on the West Side, hooping on the West Side like I lived on the West Side. From that point, I met Rob. Rob gave me an intervention. No, at first I got brought down to him face to face. And then that was the first time that Rob came to Baltimore. And then the second time he came, and we got the hooping and all that. But then I had to get another intervention. Because I was just, like I said, I was doing crazy stuff. So then Rob sat me down, talked to me. And I was like, hey, am I done? So that's when Rob was like, you don't get it. So then he gave me that little laugh. And he was like, nah, you got too much talent. And you can just stay with us for the day. And I was like, what? I was like, all right. So then I just seen the females coming in. It was like flooding the box tickets. So I'm like, the show was in a couple of days. So then I had a hook up at 92, which is a radio station. And I was like, yo, well, let's go ahead and see if I can, purchase some tickets. But then Kid was like, nah, but don't worry about it. So I ended up doing a drop for the radio station. For about R. Kelly. And folks were like, yo, I didn't know you could sing. I was like, man, I do it all. But then I was like, whatever. So then, after seeing all the women come to the show, I was like, shit, I was like, I want to hang around, bro. But I got into it backstage, just me running my mouth. Then when like I said, then after the show, it was like, all right, I seen the women come in, and then Rob had to come tell me back and like, yo, we don't handle our stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, fuck all this. I'm just like, all right. And I just kept, but I had that street mentality at a young kid. And I just kept asking myself, like, why do this guy care about me?
Right. What year was that you met him?
Say again?
What year was that?
What year was that?
Yes.
No, breaking up.
Yes. What year was that?
Oh, that was 96.
1996.
Just like the Baltimore Chooks, you showed pictures of you being at the concert. I'm pretty sure hundreds of people have pictures of them at Kels's concert. So where are the pictures with you and Kels? That's the highlight of being around him, right? You claimed Kels sent you to college. No photographs of you in the past with Kels. Only the present, and that's when you pushed your way in. Just like he did with canic photo op is what I call it. This is just proof that you keep and the Baltimore chicks were in cahoots and a scam to extort money from girls. Ladies and gentlemen, it is more to come. I am back. Free kills. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.